Hello, friends. Oh, that was creepy. Hello. Welcome to today's episode of Booked. My name's Saffron Asteria. I still don't know where to look. I'm going to stay here for now. I'm joined today by BookTuber Rowdy, also known as Rowdy Player One. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic this evening. How are you?
I'm good. It was a bit of a one of those days where you feel like you're constantly being tested. But at least we have this, and it would
That's
be a
right.
nice little reprieve, so that'll be good.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your time. I've started doing these shows with booktubers, and I'm also going to speak to like publishers and other people in the sort of book community in the wider book world, because I feel like I'm stuck in this, no offense guys, I love you all very much, this like rut of I'm trying to get to readers, because otherwise what's the point? I'm trying to get these books in front of the reader people. So I'm hoping that by like intermingling everything, the algorithm will know what's up eventually. We'll see what happens. We have some people that have already joined us today. So we've got Mike, who said Mark, and I don't know if Mark is around or if he's just yelling Mark's name.
He'll eventually show up. Say his name, he will come.
Oh, my apologies, I missed it. I'm channeling my inner Rowdy tonight in a hotel room waiting for marvelous people to start chatting. Is that what you normally do?
Yes, I'm in a hotel 2 times one week, 3 times the other week.
Oh, I
I just
suppose you have
go
to,
back and forth.
yeah, I suppose you have to travel really far for your job. So, okay, that makes sense. It sounded a little bit ominous coming from Mike, I'm not going to lie. Where are you? What are you doing? We have Josh, who was here. I thought I clicked on it. There we go. Who was here last Friday. He was my last Friday victim. And we also have Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. How you doing? Yeah, so I want to get to know you a little bit better. We've had like back and forths, and we were on Mike's show, Creature Creation, together, and we created the wonderful Darla.
The greatest masterpiece to ever be created. Let's just be honest.
Stunner, beautiful, lovely. So I still know very little about you. Like, I feel like I know you enough to be like, oh yeah, it's Rowdy, I know that guy. But I don't know you very well, so that's going to change.
Okay.
So my first question is kind of like probably a long-winded one for you, but how did we get to this point where you're on BookTube and now we're talking? Like, what started your whole journey?
Well, it started way, way back years ago in the grand old age of 2024
Okay.
in January. I was not a reader, period. Like through high school, any elementary, I hated reading. I was a very slow reader. I still am a very slow reader. And in January of 2024, I've always been a big gamer. Played sports in school, and then I gamed. Like when I wasn't playing sports, I was gaming. And in 2024, January, I just got completely burnt out on gaming and was like, there's nothing I want to play. I have nothing interesting. And me and my wife, mainly my wife, homeschools our kids, which we just started a few years before that. Well, we went to homeschool conventions, and in that you can go in and pick out your stuff for the year or whatever. Well, they also have indie authors there, or they're part of, like Christian-based family stuff. And so we bought a couple of books, and they sat on our shelf for golly, at least 2 years, because I bought one just randomly.
So it's cool books.
Yeah, C.E. White is who it was. And bought one of her books. She signed it, super nice. And I was like, I'll pick this up and try it, just to see. Well, I ended up reading the whole thing. It's a perfect YA book, like really good, very kid stuff now. And to get it kind of started, and then I was like, I wonder where I can find out more places, like other books to read or whatever. So what do? You get on YouTube, of course. First one that pops up, like most anybody that's in fantasy or sci-fi or horror, my book reviews pops up. So you look at him. I started watching him, and then who was it? There's a Matt's, I think Matt's Book Reviews or Matt's something.
Mhm.
I watched him and proceeded to just get from bigger subscriber counts, for the top guys down to smaller and smaller ones. And I was like, okay. So I started doing that for probably about 4 months. And then finally I think it was August of the year, I was like, I think I may start a channel just because I'm super new to reading. Yes, old, but I was like, I might as well, maybe I can help people that are my age that are just now getting interested in it. Especially for most guys, it's more in the fantasy, science fiction, horror type genre. And I've never been a horror favorite. No, like I hate horror book movies and all that. That's just not my thing until I started reading. But fast forward, ended up doing that. I met Chris, Bearded Book Beast. He was one of the first ones to ever really write me on BookTube, encouraging me or whatever. And then went from that to meeting Josh, to meeting Mark, Mike, you, and here we are today, pretty much. And also decided to start interviewing people in October of that year. And Dave Lawson was my first one, I was so nervous. That is like the worst. When you talk you think you hadn't been part of this. I haven't been part of this by any stretch of imagination. And my only goal at the time was, let's just see it. Like my goal was just to talk to an author. I thought they're like way up on the pedestals, like you can't talk to anybody like that. And then when I finally got to an interview, I'm like, these people are just normal like me.
Yeah.
It's like they're really cool. So it's worked out.
That's cool. Yeah, it is one of those things where you assume that authors are like this like untouchable celebrity sort of thing, and then you realize they're all just weirdos. A lot of the good ones are anyway. And I don't know about you, but I find that once I've interviewed somebody, I actually enjoy their work a lot more than I would have done had I just picked it up out of nowhere. I'm finding that I'm reading stuff that I wouldn't necessarily have chosen without meeting them or knowing them. Are you reading sort of outside your normal genre by doing that?
Yes, as I said, I do not watch horror movies at all, and I got suckered in, and I feel like in a way, just starting to read some horror, and now it is really good,
isn't it? It's so good.
It's just different. Like in a movie, I don't know. There's just something about it where it's like it just creeps me out. Like you get the music and you get the eerie stuff and all that, but you can in a book you can imagine it your own way, and it's I don't know. There's just something different. Like I've been lucky enough to read like Molly McCobb's stuff, Nell Sheiky's stuff. They're both fantastic. Iman Bradley, it's you name it. And Stephen King, I've finally rolled into him, and I'm about to start this bad boy.
It's good.
I'm very nervous.
It's good.
Very nervous.
Very creepy. And there's one very questionable scene in it, but I'll let you find that yourself.
Okay, tell me this real quick before you move. Where is this so I know where I'm at? Is it like first end of the book, begin, middle? Do you know?
I don't remember. God, I must have read it when I was at school.
Okay, well, I've just been told by like so many people. There's one scene in there. I'm like, okay, I wonder if where is it at so I can prepare myself.
I'm sure you could Google that. I'm sure you could be like, which scene should I skip past? I think it's really good. I also really like The Shining as well. But some of his work, I will say, I find a little bit rambly. Sometimes I like an atmospheric build, and sometimes I think just kill someone. That's all I want. I just want the violence.
That will be my 5th or 6th Stephen King book. I started with what's the assassin one that just came out a few years ago?
I don't know.
Billy Summers. There we go. Started with Billy Summers.
Yeah.
Then went from Billy Summers to The Stand, which is incredible. I love that book.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, it's great. It's great. And then went from it to 11/22/63, which is top 2 favorite book I've ever read.
Really?
It's so good.
Huh.
And then read The Gunslinger,
Mm-hmm.
which me and a couple other booktubers are doing a giant 2-year buddy read
I
for The Dark
saw.
Tower. Yeah. And then It's next. So, oh, and, oh, geez, what's the other one? Salem's Lot. There we go. I've read it too. And it's
Oh,
pretty good. It's pretty good. I wasn't super impressed. Like a lot of people really love it.
mm-hmm.
It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's a vampire story that's very good,
Mm-hmm.
not fantastic. I'll say.
Fair enough. I mean, it's got a lot to live up to. I mean, he's competing against Twilight.
Jeez.
How is he going to manage?
Hey, I've watched the movies. I wouldn't dare read the books.
I read the books when I was a teenager, so obviously they were amazing.
Yeah.
To me
Yeah, perfect age for that.
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't know that I would read them as an adult. But you know, people should enjoy what they like. We've had a couple more people join us.
Okay.
So, I missed this from Blake. Hello, Blake. Power to the slow readers.
That's right. That's me. That's me.
Obviously, he jumped on the fact that you said the word horror. And also, Mark, he is here.
I told you, you say his name, he will appear.
Yes, it's like Bloody Mary, but you just got to say his name once, really loud and in all caps. Oh dear. Yeah, I am with you with the reading horror, not watching horror thing. I have, as I've gotten older, I've been enjoying like horror shows more, but I still struggle when I see people panicking. That's what upsets me. Like the gore and stuff, I'm like, oh, that makes me feel a bit sick. But seeing people like in distress really makes me uncomfortable. Reading about it, love it. I love it. I want my heart rate to increase when I'm reading a book, but when I'm watching a show, I can't. I haven't got the capacity for that. It feels too real.
Yeah.
I can pretend it's ketchup in my head. What do you do?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I will say that, okay, the reason that I do not like horror, and I've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
When we were young, I was probably 10, 11, and my brother was 5-ish.
Mm-hmm.
My stepmom made us watch, like we've watched all the Jason movies, all the Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, like we've watched them all. I've seen all of them back in the 80s and 90s. But she loved to scare the crap out of us. So she would, like, no joke, we're watching a movie. She would go outside. She'd get a butcher knife.
That's so mean.
Put ketchup on it, walk around and start scraping it on the window while we're watching the movie. And that right there ended me on anything to do with horror movies.
That is really mean.
Oh, yeah. It was really
mean.
But she loved it.
Did you get on with her, or was she just horrible?
Oh, no, she's great. She's the best.
Okay.
Like, if I could have, but like, if I didn't have my mom, she would be the best mom.
Oh.
Like, incredible.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes that story way more.
Oh, yeah, no. She just loved to mess with us. Like, she was always joking and everything. It was awesome.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was concerned. I was like,
no.
What kind of horrible stepmom did you have?
No. She was awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now she sounds cool.
Yes.
Before, not so much. I'm getting peer pressured.
No.
I'm being peer pressured. I'll tell you what. If you guys are still here at the end, I will debut the dollar shirt.
Woo-hoo. I can't wait to see it.
But it's on the agreement that both Mike and Mark are here at the end.
There we go.
That's the terms and conditions. Okay, so how do you? Okay, I know that you listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yes.
Because you drive for a living, so it gives you the opportunity to consume a lot of books. Mm-hmm. Do you enjoy the act of actually picking up a physical book and reading it?
Oh yeah, like audiobook is just convenient for me because of how much I drive.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't, I just wouldn't have time because I'm really, when you drive for 10 to 11 hours a day, mm-hmm. you're very tired when you're done.
Yeah.
But yes, normal books are definitely the way to go if you can't audio. And then Kindle's my third. Like, I do it just for mainly like arcs and stuff that people send me.
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't for that, or getting like books super cheap, like when they're like $1 or they're free. Other than that, I wouldn't even have a Kindle. There's just something. I mean, there's something about picking up a book and reading it. It's just not the same as clicking the side of a screen, you know.
Do you crack your spines?
Heck no. What kind of disgusting thing would anyone do?
That's me. Hang on, let me show you the state of one of my books.
Okay.
I meant to turn the camera off, but not the back of the. Hang on. Let me find. That's probably a good example. Okay. So, hello. You can see this looks fine.
Yeah.
Looks fine. Oh, I break the spines on everything.
Oh.
Look at the state of that.
Gosh.
It's because I love reading like that. I can't read like this. I can't.
I
I have to fold the whole book back on itself so that I can enjoy it.
Jeez. The like a lot of these. That's why I like floppy ones. No, that's so bad. Floppy ones that are pretty good. Like I can handle that. I can't read mass market paperbacks. I tried, but they are just so small. And you really gotta, I mean, like, break the spines to be able to read those. And I just can't do it.
I bought a copy of Jaws, the mass market paperback for Jaws, and I'm scared to read it. Not because I'm scared of the shark, but I'm scared that I'm gonna saff the book. Is what I call it. I'm gonna saff the book up, which is like dog area and stuff. But it's like a really nice copy. So
we are doing a buddy read on my Books, Bros, and Banner buddy read group of Jaws in August. Oh. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I've seen all the movies, of course, so I hope the book is good. I'm assuming it's going to be.
I've heard the book is good. That's why I got it. But it was one of those like, I'm going to get this book and I'm going to read it. And I brought it home and I put it on the shelf and I thought, I don't want to ruin that book. There are some books that I don't want to ruin, but there are some like the Dungeon Crawler Carl series that I can't stop reading. I can't stop reading them.
What book are you on?
I'm just about to finish 5.
Holy cow! Yeah,
I started on Christmas Day.
Jeez,
I can't stop myself.
Holy cow! I finished book 3. That's the one with the trains, right?
Yeah.
Doomsday. Yeah, Carl's Doomsday. That's right. Yeah. I finished it. I'm only audiobooking them. They are incredible. They're so good.
They're really good. Wait, hang on. There's Train's the second one, I think. Is it?
I think it's the third. Maybe I'm wrong.
Carl's Doomsday Scenario is the second one.
It is? They've only read 2? I thought I swore I've read 3. Yeah, you could be right.
But the third one is the train one. And that's called something else. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. I'm sure. I just keep reading them. I'm not looking at which ones. I go, is that number 5? Yep.
Yeah. And then the newest book of his is coming out sometime this year, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's April. So I'm trying to get them finished before it comes out because I want to.
Well, shoot, on this page, we'll be done at the end of February. What are you talking about?
I've still got to read other books as well. I don't think I've enjoyed a series this much since I was a kid. Yeah. And it's been a really nice, like, joyful thing because obviously I love indie books, but I'm not going to not read traditionally published books just because I'm trying to promote indie authors. I'll just pick up a book that I like, and I picked up the first one for he's not really my brother-in-law, but he's basically my brother-in-law for Christmas. And I read the back of it and I thought, I'm going to have to read this, aren't I? So I bought 2 copies, one for me, one for him. And within like 3 or 4 days, I'd finished it and I went, I need to get another one. And I just keep going on trips to the shop just to get another one.
You already know you're going to like them. Just buy them all.
I have now. I did. Once it got to like the end of 3, I was like, I've got to buy the rest of them. Yeah. It wasn't any cheaper, but at least I don't have to keep going out.
I would like to get a hold of the indie versions of those because I bet they are worth some money.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because he's originally self-published. I wonder if he'd come on the show.
You never know.
He follows a publisher that follows me, so maybe we could make a connection.
Yeah. You never know. It's worth a shot. Yeah.
As I've said,
what's he going to say? Tell you no?
Or just ignore me. Do you know what? This Brandon Sanderson's team ignored me. I thought this was like right at the beginning as well. This was months and months and months ago, and I thought I'll just email them. It happened, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince. I say convince. They've not paid attention to me in any way, so there's no real convincing going on. But there is an author. I think I mentioned him in the last show. His name's Elias Witherow, and he's a horror writer, and he publishes through an indie press. And I really want to get him on the show. He's one of my favorite authors. So I'm gonna petition. I'm gonna petition to get him on my show because there is no way of finding him. He has social media, but only appears to promote a book and then disappears again. Doesn't have a website, and there's no contact form on the publisher.
Wow, that's
website.
weird.
So I'm like, this elusive creature is writing some of my favorite books.
Huh.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't expect payment,
There you go.
I will ask him to come on the show.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, excuse me, Mr. Dinman, would you please tell me what happens at the end of the last book?
Yeah.
He probably won't.
I'm assuming he's probably would be at what's the Sanderson convention at the end of the year. I know he's been there the last year or two. If you ever went to it, you could probably just straight talk to him about it.
Yeah, that seems like a really expensive way around it.
Yeah,
I'll just email him.
It does. Yeah. But I mean, hey, is he going to turn you down face to face? I mean, that's more of a guaranteed yes. Nearly.
Especially if I do this.
Please.
I could try. Yeah. I found that a lot of the times where really awesome, cool stuff has happened for me, it's because I've just taken a chance on stuff. Like, I took a chance on doing this whole thing, and now I'm like having a good time, and that's really nice. So, yeah. Do you have a dream author that you'd love to interview in the future?
Oh gosh.
You can say more than one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to limit you.
Probably, obviously, Sanderson would be amazing just because I've read all of his Cosmere that's out except for the latest one. So I read the entire Cosmere from April till December of 2024, which is 22 books. And, you know, the Stormlight ones are well over 1,000 pages each. And it's insane. He'd be one. Ryan Cahill, I think, would be really cool. I've read 2 or 3 of his, which I've got all of his indie editions of his stuff, which I got 2 more books I think he's done, and then I'll have them all completed. Every one of them signed. The first 5 are all doodled in as well. So I was pretty happy about that. And then I think Rocky would be pretty cool too, which I don't think he's that far out of reach though, neither, because he seems like a really level-headed, pretty cool guy, and he just lives in North Carolina, like 3 hours from me. So,
get a detour.
Yeah. I just go and say, "Hey,
next job,
show up at his house. How you doing?"
Yeah, why not? You may as well. What's going to happen?
I guess
friendship.
I guess my daughter just texted me that she's watching the show, and she said Rick. She said Rick Warden, but I think she means Rick Riordan, the Percy Jackson. Series. Yeah, she loves those books and all the shows and all that. Yeah.
Also, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Doctor.
Taylor. Hello, Taylor.
Have another person joining us. Hello. Reed. That's what I call you in my head, HM Reed. I call you Reed.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. I also ZB Steele.
Oh.
In my mind, I call him Zebby Steele. That's his name to me. So I don't think I'll ever call him by his pen name. I prefer Zebby Steele. I feel like he should probably change it to that. Be easier for me. Oh, that's cool. Mike has met Ryan before. That's cool. Maybe he could be your bridge.
Yeah, could be.
There you go. Making connections already. I love it. Before I forget, I do have a QR code for your BookTube channel. If anybody's interested in checking out Rowdy's videos, the link is in the description as well. So make sure you go check that out and subscribe to his channel. So in terms of your YouTube experience and where you want to go with it, do you see yourself doing more interviews? Do you prefer doing like the review side of stuff, or do you like doing a bit of everything?
Probably close. I say closer to everything because I like making certain videos. Some videos I just don't like making, but I do them anyways. But I do like talking to authors as well. So it's I stopped interviewing, which I had to take a break last year for three-ish months because I that was right when I found out about I was going to have hip surgery, and
Oh
I
yeah.
was really, really down and out. And I was like, I'm done with this stuff. I can't do it no more. I didn't want to read.
Hmm.
So it was just like, no. But everything's fine now. Back to work. Started interviewing again in January. And yeah, I enjoy it quite a bit. It's fun to talk to people. Like,
Hmm.
everybody's got their own personality. And I guess a lot of people that I've talked to say that I'm very laid back and chill.
You are.
So I'm like, I guess. But yeah, it's fun. So especially because a lot of people that I talk to, not just I mean you do authors, but even like other booktubers that I've become legit friends with now,
Hmm.
you know, everybody's so nice. And
Hmm.
that's something I wasn't expecting, I guess.
Mm.
Like just for the fact of, like whenever before I started booktube or anything and like I was watching like gaming channels and stuff,
Hmm.
that's a bunch of hate. I mean, that's all that is.
Hmm.
You either love the person you're watching or you hate them and you just comment how terrible they are at a game or what. I mean, that's seriously, that's how it
Mean.
works. Same thing with sports. I love sports,
Hmm.
but it's a lot of like putting people down and telling you your team's trash and all that. But I don't know, books is just different. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's controversies that come up in books, that's for sure.
Yes.
But in 99% of the time, everybody is so nice and genuine and
Yeah.
just wants to be friends with each other or what I like. I think it's really cool. Like it feels like a
Yeah.
tight knit community, especially when you find your group.
For sure, yeah. And I think that there are like little pockets of groups of people
Yeah.
where, the friendships do exist. And there are some like outliers of just, I think you're going to find spiteful people wherever you go. And you're going to find people who you don't necessarily get on with. But I find that there's much less of the drama. Like, there's always social media drama because people are trying to get engagement or whatever. But I find that there are fewer bullies and nasty people, but they play with people's livelihoods, and that's what I don't like. There's lots of
Yes.
like there's been a bit of like review bombing and stuff like that recently, which
Mm,
is really ugly. But
yeah.
I just find it to be such a waste of time. Like, life is so short. Oh,
Uh-oh. There you are.
I don't know what happened there.
We're just gonna switch.
No, you're at the top. That was so weird. Yeah, I'm still here. I don't know what happened. I'm on an Ethernet cable, so who knows. But yeah, so I don't know why people would waste their time. Mike, please don't be a jerk. We like that you're nice.
For real.
um
I
oh.
get whenever I was on Mike's channel last week with
Mhm.
him and Roe asked me a question, which I'm curious about what you think about it too.
Okay.
I am not. He asked me about do I give bad reviews to indie books like below 3 star below and stuff,
Hmm.
and I don't.
Hmm.
Not that my review is going to really matter, but I'm not good at because I'm so new at reading. I guess you'd say I'm not good at writing a review that's worth anything, in my opinion. So
Okay.
instead of writing, if I just think the book is not good, like a 1 or 2 star, I just don't write a review and don't finish reading the book. I just
Hmm.
leave it because I don't want to be a part of what if all these other people like it and then I
Hmm.
trash it and then it hurts them in the long run.
Hmm.
Not that I think it will because it ain't like I'm anybody anyways, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I just rather not do it. I'd rather do a 4 or 5 star if I think the book is really good,
Hmm.
and if not, then I don't review it. And
Yeah. I I'm very behind on my reviews. So if you're watching this and I haven't reviewed your book but I've read it, please don't take this as I haven't liked your book. It's that I don't have the capacity mentally. I keep forgetting, and I'm very easily distracted as a person. I'm trying to do too many things. Leave me alone. Anyway, it's like currency. to authors, especially indie authors. And when it comes to reviews, over time, I have set my expectations to be actually a lot higher for indie books in terms of like the storytelling and the experience, because they are like they have less restraints. They don't have the same types of restrictions as people who are going through a more traditional route would have. And that is something that I look for in a book to enjoy. And I'm reading a lot of books for this show, and I don't always love them. I don't always like finish them all the way through, because I'm only a human being. Like, I can't force myself to read, a 450-page book about something that I can't engage with. What I care about is like finding the audience for that person. Just because it's me doesn't mean I need to like lean into the fact that I didn't like it. So I don't know. I feel like I'm walking a tightrope, because I know that I should be leaving reviews. And a lot of the time, I'll put 5 stars. I don't really care. The star rating system, I think, is bollocks anyway. I don't like it. I think they should get rid of it. Not a fan, but that's just me. Other people love it. Whatever. I don't like being told whether or not something has value according to the average person, because the average person, I don't really want to talk to. Or I don't really care about what they have to say in terms of like book recommendations, because I usually will look at reviews afterwards just out of curiosity to see what other people thought about them. And the books that I really love, people don't like, like for the most part. So I don't find that to be a reliable resource for me in terms of picking books. So in terms of leaving bad reviews, I feel very similarly to you. Like, my opinion doesn't really matter in terms of like, I don't feel like I should be like influencing people not to read a book. I think that's ridiculous. I just go out of my way to platform people, because just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for anybody else. And I will definitely always leave reviews on time for like ARC copies, or if people have asked me to read a book for a review specifically, because that's like an agreement that I've made with that person, and it goes in my diary, and then I don't forget to do it. But because I read so many books, it's not really a feasible thing for me to do like the really long reviews that people do. I know some people enjoy those, but I don't. I don't like
the ones that are like blog style, nearly, where there's like 5 or 1,000 words or whatever. I was like, I can't remember that much stuff in them.
No, me too.
And I think the thing was mainly is like they just want the constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the person to give you constructive. You know more about it than me is the way I look at it. Like, seriously, like if you've got a bunch of grammar problems, then okay, we can talk about that. But if you're talking about like sentence structure flow and like the prose, do they sound right? And I was like, that's not me. I can't do that. I'm not smart enough to do that. So.
I'm exactly the same, and I think I don't know enough about. I mean, I'm a writer, so that's not a very good advert from my work. But I don't know enough about the craft to be able to make any like informed comments about stuff. Yeah. If I really enjoyed a book, then I enjoyed a book, and I can tell you why I enjoyed that book. But I can't go through the specifics. And I also find as well, I don't know if you're the same, that when I'm reading a story, I'm like in the story. And then when it's over, I feel like there's just white noise. Like I can't really remember what happened. It's like a whirlwind. Like, what was that about?
Yes, it happens to me all the time.
Okay.
That's legit. Cool. That's why a lot of times I'll try to, if I can't go and like write my Goodreads review or whatever at the time, I'll try to take like a few notes and remember what I did. That's why I love like Josh's reviews the best. Already Overbooked. Like, he is incredible. It's like 1 sentence or less. It could be 3 words. He gives a star rating and he says whatever sentence he wants to write, and he's done. Like, I think that's really good. Because most people, I bet you 90 to 95% of people don't care about what you have to say about the book. They want to know what the star rating is, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, is that if I'm one of the first, because we are lucky enough to get ARCs, if I'm one of the first like 5 or 6 people to post a review, and it's like a 1 or 2 star, it's going to take a long time to where that book is even good enough. Because nowadays, if you only have a 5-star rating, if it's not 4 or better, most people ain't touching that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I didn't make the rules. It's just the truth. I mean, it's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one wants to take a chance. Oh, it's not one of the best. I don't have time to read that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what if it's on. There's 10 reviews out. 2 of them are 2 and 3 stars, but the rest are 5. But you got a 3.75 review star rating. Well, that's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that, and same with like movies and shows and things like that. People will rely on reviewing platforms to tell them whether or not a book is good. But I think sometimes just give it a go. I go off the vibes. That's how I pick books. I go, does that look all right? Yeah, probably. Or if I can get in touch with the author, I'll go, is it weird or is it like creepy? Is it going to make me feel sick or uncomfortable? Great, that's going on the TBR. But yeah, I feel like I'm not like that picky about it. I'd rather there wasn't a romance element because I don't find that interesting in any way. I'd rather there was violence because that's what I like out of a book. And is it going to stress me out? Yeah, I'll probably like it. So yeah, it just totally depends. And I also will read something out of curiosity if lots of people have posted about it. Or like people I know, if they're all like, oh, this is really good, I think, I should probably give it a go, because sometimes they read books that I like, so maybe that's something I can relate to. And that's the good thing about doing stuff like BookTube and watching, actual people telling you their whole taste of things. You're going to get a better idea of how reliable their recommendation is based on like the whole back catalogue of what they've read. So we've had a couple more people join us. We have Tyler.
What's up?
What's up, dog? Who else? Hang on.
E.O. Montague. I see him in there.
Oh my gosh. Hello. I will tell you if you're bad if you really want me to, but I'm not going to publicly review your book and say it's crap, because that's not fair. If people ask for constructive feedback and they want me to be honest, I will absolutely be honest. If they just need hyping up, I can do that as well. But I need people to tell me they want the constructive criticism, because if you are going to review a book and give like an essay about how this should be changed or that should be changed, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, it's been published already.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
Like it, or it might not have been very good. Okay, objectively, you can say, this wasn't good because of X, Y, Z. But if you're going around giving constructive criticism to an already published book, you're a shitbag. Excuse my French. I'm sorry for swearing. I forgot your daughter was watching. I don't like it. I think it's incredibly rude. But whatever. I'm not in charge. Hello. Thank you for joining us. A few times I've seen a lot of people praising indie books and want to read them. I think, did I read the same book? Same happens with me as well. You can't always rely on people because people are reliably awful. They don't always have the same taste as you. And also I think it's really easy to get caught up in the hype of something, especially when it's really popular. And I wonder if sometimes people will read a book and not really like it, but they're afraid to say they don't like it because everybody else is saying it's really good. And we never really hear about the people that didn't enjoy that particular book.
Well, it's kind of like, I think Mark posted a while ago in the chat. I'm one of the few that don't like The Count of Monte Cristo. I got hated about that. And I really feel like there's more than just me that don't like that.
He didn't need to call you a hoe.
Yeah. He knows. He knows. It's I can't help it.
I haven't read it.
Get the short version. That's all I'll say.
Oh, there's a short version.
It's the one that's cut way down, like 300 pages or less, I think.
That's what they cut. No, I'm not screwing with that. No,
it's the normal length one that I had was 900. And it's just too long and boring.
You couldn't pay me.
So,
no.
But let me say this. I just finished The Hobbit yesterday.
Did you like it?
And it's incredible.
Isn't it so good?
Loved it. I immersive read this, so I listened to the Andy Serkis version of him. Oh my gosh.
I bet that's fantastic.
It's great. Oh. So good. So, I mean, I've watched the movies multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I think the book's better, which I think a lot of people agree because they just completely bloated. How do you make 3 movies out of 1 book? Like that, too much. This right here, and it's crazy to think because everyone complains. I say everyone, a lot of people complain about Lord of the Rings, which I've not read yet, but how it's just a lot of like them walking and stuff, which that's the whole point of the journey. But and all the descriptions that he makes for the flowers and all that. This right here was pretty fast paced for what I think, and I loved all the songs. All the songs are good. I don't know if I like it in Lord of the Rings, but in The Hobbit, it's good.
I think I read The Hobbit when I was maybe 12, 13, and I don't think I appreciated it. And I feel like I should probably read it again as an adult.
It's worth it.
Maybe I should reread that and reread Twilight.
Throw Twilight away.
I'm kidding. I don't still have the books. They got thrown away. Not by me. I don't throw books away. I give them to libraries. If you don't throw books away, if you're watching this, anyone that's watching this, please don't throw books away. Somebody else might like them, and it might be the nicest thing they've ever had in their life, so give it away. I don't know where people are getting these things from, and I don't believe you, Tyler. Okay, I don't believe you. That's not true. I'm not an influential person, and I don't have power. The only power I have is, I don't know. I don't even think I have any. The power to turn the light switch on and off.
Well, you have the power to bring the community together with what you're doing on the side.
You're going to make me cry.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, look at what you've done. I mean, my goodness. For one, you're doing this idiosyncrasy, which is crazy how you're getting everybody together.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like, I don't know how, like, seriously, I know we talked a little about this before we started, but how you even have the time to be able to do what you do is nuts to me.
Well, I do it for a majority of my time. So that helps.
Yeah.
That definitely helps. But I have this like deep need to have this succeed. And I've run businesses before. I used to own a gourmet marshmallow company, would you believe, where I would hand make naturally flavored marshmallows that were absolutely delicious. Like today. Not as a business, just for pleasure. And I didn't have the support that I needed to be able to make that a success. And I regret that sometimes, because sometimes you need to like sacrifice stuff and, I don't know, put yourself in a difficult position to succeed. But I guess it probably wasn't the right thing. Otherwise I would have done that. Whereas this, I'm like fighting tooth and nail to try and make this a success. And I don't even really care about making money. I'd like to break even one day because I've spent thousands of dollars already on this thing that I'm doing. It's just silly. And, you know, obviously I'd love for this to be my actual job. That'd be really cool because then I could actually do it like indefinitely. I'm sure it has some sort of timer on it, but thankfully I have a very, very supportive husband. So he facilitates my ability to help everybody else. Yeah, so that's really cool. So if you're watching this, husband, actually, I'm not going to say your name. I think the dog needs to go out. So if you could come and get her, that'd be great. It's okay if you're not watching this. That's fine. You're probably busy anyway. But yeah, so I probably spend like 60 hours a week working on all this stuff. And really, it doesn't look like I am because I'm only doing like little bits. And I've definitely stepped away from social media because that's so draining and miserable.
It is. That's one thing that I can't do much. Like I'm on it for maybe 5-10 minutes at a time, and then I'm done. Like I'll try to do a post or whatever, comment on a few, or repost other people's stuff, but I just mentally I can't. It's just too much. I get tired of reading a lot of it's the same stuff, or it's all negativity and all that, and I can't do that. I'm tired.
Yeah, I spiral. I spend so much time. Also, thank you, husband, for taking the dog out. He did it. Thank you. I do this thing now where if I see a post that annoys me, I close the app. And if it happens multiple times in a day, I delete the app until I Jones for it, and then I download it again. But I find that I'm spending way less time on it because I don't want to be annoyed, but people are annoying.
Yeah.
Not the people I like. You guys, if you're watching this, I like you. You're my friends now. I've claimed it. But there's a lot of people I don't like that are on there, and they're there on my feed, and I can't get rid of them.
That's what I don't understand on social media, stuff like that too, is like you go through and you can read, okay, I've checked multiple times on like people post like ridiculous stuff, whatever I don't want to look at. And then I'll go click on them and we're not even subscribed to each other, follow each other on X. I'm like, why am I seeing this person's content? I don't care. I realize you got to throw a few out there to see if it clicks, and then you end up being, but and normally none of this stuff has anything to do with books. It's like political stuff or other things. Like, I don't want anyone's opinions on it. I'm not going to give you mine. I don't want yours.
Yeah. I think there is this. I feel like it's gotten worse since the pandemic. I do feel like that. It's gotten significantly worse because we all were chronically online for that period of time. We were all kind of shut up everywhere. And I mean, in England, the lockdowns were really, really strict. So you couldn't like leave your house unless you were going for like an hour of exercise or whatever it was. And you weren't allowed to see your friends or family for like ages and ages and ages. And I couldn't see my husband because he was in America. I was in England for 18 months because of travel bans and stuff like that. So, that made everybody so feral, and I was a taxi driver during this period of time, so I know I get the whole driving for 12, 13 hours a day. And there was this period of time where I was basically just driving doctors and nurses around. That was kind of the thing that, you know, or taking like older people to get their groceries or whatever. But generally speaking, you wouldn't really come into contact with many people. And they had this weird period. I can't really remember the lengths of time, so I'm like paraphrasing the truth a little bit. But there was this really short period of time where people were allowed to come outside again and go to like the pubs and the clubs and go out drinking and stuff. And then they were like, we're going to have to shut it down because we shouldn't have done that because everybody was getting sick again. And because it was like the purge. It was like the last night before everybody knew things were going to shut down. It was like chaos. It was like the day of 1,000 car accidents. And there were like lorries T-boning things, and there were cars flipping over because people were just driving crazy and drinking. And people were rude. And I don't think we've recovered from that. So I think that's kind of translated to this weird toxicity. But I think if you try really hard to be strict with like who you interact with, because even like looking at the pages of the people who post annoying things, you're encouraging that algorithm to show you more of their stuff because they're like, oh, you like that, do you, friend? Let me show you too.
That's very true.
Yeah. This is, same. I feel like Twitter's the worst, but it's also the best because that's where I found all my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword.
It is. Yeah. I don't know if you'd like for me to be your taxi driver. I don't have a taxi license anymore, so that would be illegal.
How long have you been over here?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like it?
It's all right. It was nice when I first moved here. No, I did love it. I have never been happier in my whole life.
Awesome.
I feel happy and comfortable, and rarely do I get sad anymore, which is really nice. So yeah. It was a good choice. I feel like Texas was a weird choice, but that's where my husband's from. So
I bet the heat's nothing like over in
I don't like that. That's rubbish. I don't like that at all.
Especially Texas.
It's supposed to be winter, and it was, I don't know what it is in freedom units, but it was 27 degrees Celsius today, which was obscene. And I'm not done with winter yet.
Yeah.
I've still got turtlenecks to wear. I'm not done with winter.
I haven't went through all my clothes yet. Give me a few more weeks, please.
I've got so many sweaters that I haven't like taken out for a while. Yeah. I want to be able to wear them.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I don't like that, but it's cool because things like bookstores are massive.
Oh yeah.
They're huge, so that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing that I get to see. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Mike has translated
80.
it 80 degrees.
Golly.
Yeah,
I got up this morning in Elkton, Maryland, and it was 14 degrees, I think.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, yeah.
Oh, so chilly.
Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got down to East Tennessee, and it's 40-ish, so a little bit warmer, but still chilly.
The temperature jumps are what get me, because sometimes you can wake up and it's freezing in the morning and then blazing hot by lunchtime, and my body's like, what's going on? I still haven't got used to it yet.
Yeah, we have that a lot here, where it'll be like you need a jacket in the morning because it'll be like 40, 45, but by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's already 70, 75. So you're nearly sweating.
It's criminal.
Oh, yeah.
It's criminal. And yes, I did just call them freedom units. I forgot that I was being watched, to be honest. That's kind of not something I would normally say. I don't know why I said it. It was very out of character for me, but there we go. You caught it.
I didn't know what you meant when you said that. I was just letting it go.
So, thank you. That's what a nice person would have done. Yeah, not you. You're not supposed to call me out on stuff. Oh my God. So, to be able to successfully do this thing you're doing on BookTube, and obviously we want subscribers, that's like part of the whole thing. Like and subscribe. that's our currency, is getting more people to watch our thing so we can then share it with more people. So we have to interact with social media in some sort of degree, because we have to promote ourselves and things like that. What is the most challenging part for you about having a BookTube channel?
Well, 2 things to me. One is the social media aspect, where I'm not a fan of it. I do it some, but the time is the other. This takes forever. Like, I can sit here and make a 15-minute video, and I don't do that many edits at all. I mean, it ain't like I'm good at it, but that'll take another hour to do that. Well, then it takes 45 minutes plus to upload, and then you've got to write all your stuff down in it, and it's time consuming.
Yeah.
But if you do videos like ones where like you have a bunch, like say like a book haul video that I've got coming out tomorrow, well, I've got like 15 or 16 indie authors in it. I think it's something like that. There's a bunch. Well, I try to obviously tag them in my post just to let them know, hey, got your book, made a video on it. Yeah, whatever, and that takes forever.
It does.
To go through and add all that stuff on multiple social media accounts, plus what you're doing on your normal channel. It's just it's time consuming, and it can be frustrating if you don't like get to grow any, which very few, and it gets frustrating, it gets tiresome, and it's like, why does no one really cares, you know what I mean? But it's like, is it really worth my time doing this? But then I have to think back. I didn't do this for the subscribers. I did this to get to talk to authors and get to read their books. And then so it kind of puts me back in a space. But yes, I guess my goal would be, once I hit, if I'm lucky enough to hit 1,000 subscribers, I don't really care after that. Like that, I think that's like most people's bottom tier goal is to hit 1,000. And it's not because of monetization. Don't get me wrong, that'd be great, but you ain't making any money at 1,000 subscribers. That's not happening. Most people already know that. But what it gets you, it opens the doors to like publishers and stuff like that. Because if you look to try to get like arcs from them or like get books from them, most of them won't even talk to you if you don't have at least 1,000 subs. So you're always kind of like kept at arm's length until you hit that. Then that also puts you into talking to bigger booktubers or bigger authors. Okay, this guy's got so many followers or whatever. You can, now I wouldn't mind being on his channel. But it's almost like until you hit that, you're never quite there yet.
Yeah, it's one of those goals where it's absolutely achievable for you, by the way. So you will do it.
So will you?
You already got another subscriber.
Oh, Well, thank you, Mr. Babamook.
But I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, it's absolutely achievable, but it's one of those things where it just takes consistency.
Yeah.
I was like really stuck at like 100 and something or other, and I started doing this really regularly, as you probably noticed. And it's been slowly increasing, and then you get like the little knockback, and then it will slowly increase again, and you just got to keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, you know when you're making waves whenever people unsubscribe to your channel. So at least that shows people are watching enough to actually take the time to go over and unsubscribe. It's like, yes, I've made it.
That's true. I don't necessarily want people to not like what I'm doing or saying, but I do understand I'm very grating as a person, so I could get it. I get it. Oh, this is a good question actually from Ellen Holmes. Have you tried small presses? They're more open to booktubers with smaller followings. That's actually a really good point.
I don't know many presses. That's my thing.
I do. Would you like some help?
Sure. You can send them to me whenever we get off or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. No,
they're way more open to it.
Okay. Okay. Now, only of them, like I said, I'm still learning a lot out of all that. But like, most of them are like, Penguin, Random House, and Bane is like the closest one that I've seen where it's like you basically have to have 1,000 before anything. That's some of the others are even more than that. But yeah,
that's sad.
So,
it's sad. I get it to a point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're going to send you your books, they want enough people to see them to where hopefully it makes a sale for them. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Which I totally understand. I get that. I wouldn't blame anyone that if you're going to send me. I've seen like some people get 5-6 books from a random publisher or whatever. Well, if I'm only showing it to however nearly 500 subscribers that I have, the sales on it might be 1 or 2, but if you show it to someone that's got 5,000 subscribers, well, then that's worth the money to send it to them.
Yeah,
because you probably get 15 or 20 or more that might buy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think it's a really good goal to have, because if that's something that you truly care about and that makes you happy, then you should keep shooting for that goal. And when it comes to like setting goals for yourself in terms of success, I quite like setting almost unachievable things as well, because it keeps the fire burning, and it makes me keep trying, because I think if you need to set like really achievable ones so that you can keep yourself motivated. But why don't you just set 10,000 as your goal, and then if you hit 1,000, that's easy.
That's true. That's true. Well, my easiest goal that I set this year was, and I think that's what burnt me out too, was just doing 1 video a week. And I would rather post 2 because and if you're consistent with the 2, I think that works better. But with my work schedule and me trying to talk to authors and stuff as well, I don't have the time because I'm gone every other day. Well, if I have a small, minute time in between where I can see my family, which is kind of important, just a little bit. So it's just hard for me to attempt to do 2, and I don't want to get burnt out because I do like doing this. Yeah. Especially talking to people. Like that's the fun part of all of it. Reading the books, that's fun. But there's really like the best part is getting to talk to people. Yeah. So
yeah, that's one of my favorite bits too. If authors wanted to get in touch with you to offer their books or try and get an interview with you, do you take requests like a DJ?
Yeah, you can DM me on X, which is the same, and I guess Instagram, and then I think I have my email on my YouTube page as well.
Cool.
Yeah, that sure. I'm open to it. I've had a few reach out, which I'm having to wait. I know LN. We're supposed to do an interview. I'm hoping in March. I'm waiting till work in I think 3 weeks for rebidding or runs. So I don't know what my schedule is going to be for about 3 more weeks. And then once that happens, then I'm opened up to figure out when I can do it.
Yeah.
But I've got Thomas Howard Riley I've got him down for I think the 22nd. I think that's right of this month.
Cool.
And then GC Cameron is on the 24th, and that's his first book release, I think. So he's going to be on the channel for that day. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to talking to them.
Good. I'm glad you got some good ones coming up. And Beaver Castle Media will send copies to anyone. So hit up Mike.
Okay, I will do that. Is that what books? I've been looking at your bookshelf the whole time. Is that the Matt Falcon books behind you?
Well, the ones that I printed.
Yes. They are beautiful.
Thank you. You should get one. I'll let you pick it from the shelf.
Okay. I mean, fourth one on the yeah. Yes, that looks really nice. Which I've seen his cover. It looks amazing.
It's stunning. It really helps. The first book that we printed had a stunning cover because it made the whole thing look really, really good. But I will say the quality of the paper is really good and the print job is really good, and it's got a soft touch cover. Yeah, so it's good, and also it's a really good book. I should mention that it's an enjoyable reading experience as well. It's one of those indie fantasy books that I've actually enjoyed. That's made me think maybe I should try some other fantasy, but I just don't know if I have the capacity to dive into like a big series because I'm already doing that. And it's really time consuming. I'm spending a lot of time reading these books.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, before we go, if anybody has a question for Rowdy, please put it in the chat because we're going to start winding it down. One question I wanted to ask, because you've obviously read a lot of books now.
Well,
from what I can tell, you've read a ton of books. I know you have a lot on your TBR, and you're about to post another book haul where you've got a ton more books that you have on your TBR. I can see you sweating about it. What is something that you have noticed in books that you want to see more of?
Oh, geez. Huh. That's tough. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I guess I'm still learning like different tropes and stuff that I like. I'm really liking coming of age, which I know that's not a ton in fantasy. I mean, there is some, but is that what that is? Okay. I didn't know that.
It's hidden in there, but it is actually a huge plot.
Okay. I've read a couple of coming of age story books. I don't know. I think something gets me with just the starting from a kid and growing up type deal. I don't know why, but I'm really, really enjoying that, which I'm pretty sure is it coming of age, also horror.
I think so.
Being that I know it starts as them as kids, or at least by what I understand, and then goes into them being adults. So
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you could class as that. Do you think it's possibly because you're a parent?
Very much could be. That's a very good possibility.
Yeah.
Just going through life already and watching my kids go through it, and they're younger. Like my daughter's 14 and my son is 11, and I've read The Odelic Stone. It is very good. Yeah. Yes, it is good. And that's probably my favorite right now.
Interesting.
Like I like Dragon Rider fantasy, of course. I just can't handle a lot of it. Like earlier last year, I got the problem of reading like 4 different ones back to back to back to back. And I'm like, this is way too much. I can't handle it. So I like it. I can do better with like a Dragon Rider fantasy and a horror and a coming of age and a historical fiction, which I just got into this year.
Cool.
I love it. Love it. Which I've only read Christine Hanna. I don't know if you've read any of her books. The Fourth Wind is phenomenal. It's about the late 1920s, early 1930s, like Great Depression and all that stuff.
Oh wow.
So good. But yeah, I'm starting to get into some historical fiction, which I'm really liking.
I have a recommendation for you.
Okay.
historical fiction. So the author's name is E.M. Culler.
Okay.
I can send you a link. And her series, The Books of Britannia, I think that's what they're called. I think the first book is called The Wrath of Olympus. All the covers are sick. Like, the cover art's really, really good, but it's very interesting. Very interesting concept. I'm not going to spoil it, because I could very easily spoil it, but have a look at them and see if it's something you'd enjoy. There's like ships, but they're people, but not quite.
Okay.
And there's lots of like fantasy. It feels like urban fantasy, but set in the past almost.
Hers like the cover that's got like is it like a red looking cover with a giant ship on it?
Yeah.
That looks like it's half human.
Yeah.
I might. She's in my Discord. Well, then she's in my Discord then too, Mark.
What? E.M. Culler?
We're in the same.
She's not in mine.
Oh, are you in the cool Discord?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Apart from the book club.
Yes, you are. I think you're in our Discord.
E.M. Culler's not in there, is she? No.
Are you sure?
I don't know if she has Discord. Either way, she's cool. I love her. I interviewed her a little while ago. She loves Godzilla.
I love Godzilla.
Very cool woman. Very, very cool woman. I wish she was my auntie. I've been randomly adopting people unofficially and asking them to be my aunt and uncles. The next request is going to be from Janelle Sheikey. I'm going to ask her. She is
phenomenal.
I'm interviewing her in a few weeks, and I really wet myself when she said yes.
I had her on my channel last year. She is the nicest person I've ever met that writes the darkest stuff I've ever seen.
They're the ones you have to watch out for.
Oh, I do have it. Yes, I do. Let me pull it up.
Do you?
I do. I've not read it, of course, but
okay. I thought you were going to.
Wrath of Olympus, Ships of Britannia. Yep, sure do.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
it's good. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, if we're talking about ships with it, like that cover is amazing looking. Okay.
All the cover art is really good. They're really good. She also has T-shirts that she wears to like markets and stuff where she has the covers on. Okay. That's sick. I'd buy that T-shirt. She should sell them if she doesn't already.
Look at that, Mark. At what point did you realize you were such a?
She's not on much. Okay. Hang on. So we have E.L. Montague. Be careful what you ask for with me. The Lost Girl's technically coming of age, but definitely not YA. Okay. Good to know.
I have the Lost Girl in audiobook. I've not got to read yet, but it is coming. I am going to read it. I've read like E.L. sent me like 4 of his books, and I hammered through like all of them in like a week. They are really good, especially the one about Mike on how terrible he is as a person. It's the best. It's the best.
We love to see it. Okay, we've got another question. So, do you ever dive into other subgenres of fantasy, like cozy, urban, or dark academia?
Cozy is too boring to me. I need something with stakes. Urban, I've audiobooked the first Dresden Files book, but everyone says it really doesn't get going until book 3. It sounds weird because there's like 18 of them, but I may continue with that. And then in my book haul tomorrow, there is some urban fantasy. This is a Serious Sam, something Sam. I can't remember where I put it now. Oh, no.
I love that you have props.
Sandman Slim. There we go.
That's a funky cover.
Yeah, they're these are supposed to be amazing. I don't know, but there's like 12 of them.
Did you just buy the first one?
Oh no, my not my library. Used bookstore had 5 of them. 5 of like the 12 or 13, however many there is, but there's not in order. So I just bought them all because I know Josh and Chris have said that this is really good.
Oh, cool. So nice.
Dark Academia. I read, if you consider it, Dark Academia. Babel or Babel, however you say it, by M.O. Kwan or whatever. It's terrible. Oh. The most boring book I've ever read. Like I got 50% through and I'm like, I'm done. Nothing happens. Kids go to school. I don't care.
That doesn't sound fun. I am impressed that you gave it 50% of the book.
Well, it's because I audiobooked it. That's
the
only reason.
That's fair enough. That's fair
enough. The only reason.
Just be background noise at that point. This is a great question from Mark. At what point did you realize that you were such a kick-ass booktuber?
Right now, because he just said it.
That's nice.
I appreciate that. I don't feel like I am at all. I feel like I don't know much about what I'm doing compared to most people, but I'm having fun doing it. So it's really all that matters.
The thing is, dude, there's no expectation when you're doing something recreationally. You should not have expectations on yourself, because what's the point? It's not a competition. If people like BookTube, they're probably going to watch lots of different channels. Like, that's what led you to this point. And you're also making really good connections. And it's really interesting and lovely that both you and Josh had Chris, the bearded book beast, be like the catalyst for you to do this thing. He's out there just spreading the love, and that's really nice. I said this the other day. I think it was actually to Josh. I was like, all these dudes supporting each other. I love to see
I know. It's weird,
so
ain't it?
Nice. It's so nice. We need more of that. I love it very much. I don't know what this means.
Oh.
Is it a sports thing?
Yes. Okay. It's either Tennessee or Kentucky, the terrible state, Kentucky. That's where Mike's from. Yes, UT wins tonight in Rupp Arena, and to get paid back from a terrible loss we had last month with them. But yes, they win.
You may as well have been speaking a different language.
There you go.
I don't know what you're saying.
Max? Try Grave Covenant by Tobias Youngblood. You want great dark urban fantasy. Okay. I'll check
recommendation from Mike. There you go. Yeah. Was Monte Cristo better than Babel or Babel? I don't know.
However, yes, it was. Okay. That's how look. I don't DNF. That's just not something I like to do if I can avoid it. But good Lord, there's been like 3 books out of the past 2 years I've been reading that I've DNF'd, and they're so bad. So bad.
Sometimes you have to recognize that there are so many books that you want to read that why would you spend hours and hours and hours and hours of your reading time on something that you don't enjoy? And it's okay to not enjoy stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay. It just wasn't for you. I also agree. He is basically the godfather of BookTube. He's like the poster.
Especially for indie. For indie, I feel like he's one of the biggest. Like, me and him became buddies when he had 300 subs. Like, I think I had I don't even know if I had 50. He had 300, and now I don't know. He's 1,500 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look how much he was posting forever. I mean, he was every day. It was shorts and videos and interviews, and I think he slowed down some because I think he's working again or something. I forgot. But, heck, for the past 4 months, he was interviewing someone every day.
He was.
How are you doing this?
I was dreading the days where he was interviewing people at the same time as me, because I'm like, well, nobody's showing up for me then.
Yes.
I don't know what this means. I assume it's another sports thing.
It is. Seahawks don't like the Patriots.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hang on. There we go.
6 interviews a week. Thank you.
Nice. Oh, yes. This is just so nice. You guys are so wholesome. Yeah, he's going part-time with it from what I've heard.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, it's been so nice to have you on the show today. I really appreciate your time, and it's been nice to get to know you and learn more about who you are and what you do. I really hope that if you're watching this now or the recording, that you go and check out Rowdy's channel, because he's a really good dude, and I want nice people to succeed. I want not nice people to succeed, but I don't want it as much. But you're a nice dude, so I really want you to succeed. And yeah, I just hope that whatever you do, that you're successful. And if you ever want to come back again, then just let me know.
Oh heck yeah!
And I will forward some information about some presses. Have a look at them and then see if the kind of books that they have are something that you'd like, and then we can connect you for that. But yeah. yeah, I hope you have a good evening and a good weekend. And yeah, I'm gonna hopefully play the outro now and not just make my face bigger.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
Darla.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
You're good.
I didn't mean to swear. Okay, I'll get the shirt. Oh my god, I'm gonna turn the camera and mic off. I'm gonna leave you to look after these misfits.
Hooligans.
I'll be right back.
Do y'all realize she almost tried to sneak out without showing this shirt? Shame, shame, shame. I've received 100 messages today with restream chat. I don't know what that even means. It's just what I'm doing is reading the chat right now. Mark, you talking about between the Seahawks and the Patriots. I don't hate the Patriots. I don't like them, though, because I never liked Belichick. Brady was okay. But Sam Darnold, he deserves it. That's all I'll say. So, okay, here we go.
Okay. Before I lift up the thing, I'm just going to see if it's backwards because I might have to. I'm going to mirror it. Hang on.
Okay.
God, this is riveting watching, isn't it?
Drum roll.
No, my face is backwards. That's really weird. I don't like that. Oh, this is how I find out that my face is wonky. Okay. This is the shirt. Oh, hang on, it's upside down. I'm all flustered. I was going to put it on. I thought, no, because then I'll just be showing my boobs. That'd be weird. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yes.
I made it like a meme.
I love it.
And it says Queen of the Swamp in Spanish. So there you go. Yes. There is, oh my God, I can't see what I'm doing.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
She's beautiful.
She's a stunner.
I cannot wait to get this shirt in.
She's a stunner.
I can't wait.
They'll be going to you guys tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm going to put my face back where it was. It was horrible. I don't like that. Okay. That's better. Yeah, so there you go. I did it. I kept my promise. I didn't try and sneak off. I just forgot. I've got a terrible memory. So there we go. But yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm going to play the outro. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get books in front of people. It'll make it a lot easier. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.